There's not a zero. Boys and girls, every single problem we've done, and in this section alone, we've done 9 problems, and every single one of the 9 has had a zero over here. That is a must. You must have a zero over there. So if I don't have a zero over there, guess what I'm going to do?
Make it a 0.
I'm going to make it a 0. So I am going to subtract the 4. Now I have a 0. But unfortunately, I've got a 2-part problem here now, and I need to make that 1. So I am going to actually get a common denominator. So instead of having 2 fractions, I'm only going to have 1. So what will my common denominator be? X minus 3. Now we're going to talk about something here in a minute, but I want you to write down what I'm doing, because this is the way it has to be done. I know some of you are thinking something else, and that's good, but I'm going to explain to you why it's not going to work. What you're thinking is not going to work. This is how we have to do it. Okay? So we subtracted the 4, and now I'm multiplying the top and the bottom by x minus 3. So now I can write this as 1 fraction. The denominator is x minus 3. The numerator is x plus 2 minus 4x plus 12. By the way, I wish I had a nickel for every time we forget to distribute the negative. I would be a rich person. Make sure you distribute that negative. All right, let's clean up the top. Looks like I have negative 3x plus 14. Does that seem okay to you? All right, now I'm going to draw a number line. And I'm going to put a couple of dots on the number line. And the dot for the bottom is easy. The dot for the bottom is a 3. This dot is not so easy to see. So set it equal to 0 to figure out where to put the dot. Set it equal to 0 and solve it. I got 14 over 3. And 14 over 3, I'm going to just think about this for a minute, is 4 2/3. And it's important for me to think about that because I have to make sure that I put these dots in the right order. So 3 and 14/3 go in order like that. Because 14/3 is 4, bigger than 4. Now, this is a tricky one. See that negative right there?
Yeah.
That messes everything up. So I'm going to play it safe here. And I'm just going to pick a number. Pick any number. What's the number you want to pick here?
2.
2? Let's put 2 in and see what happens. If I put 2 in, let's see, I get 8 on top and negative 1 on the bottom. Is that less than 0?
Yes.
So I shade it. And not shade it. And shade it. So my answer, oh wait. Were some of these dots supposed to be colored in?
Yeah.
Okay, but be careful.
They're not the denominator.
That one can't be.
Yeah.
So the 14/3 is shaded in. So x is less than 3 or greater than or equal to 14/3. That is a monster problem.
What'd you plug in, -2?
I plugged in 2, but I could have plugged in -2. But I plugged in 2. So interval, that would be negative infinity to 3 or 14/3 to positive infinity. a big problem. That's probably the hardest problem on the test. That kind, this kind. So we're going to try one more. Are you ready?
No.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can remember what we did. Okay, first thing you notice is, oh my gosh, it's not a 0. So, Maddie, what are we going to do first?
We're gonna find the factors.
No, not yet. We're going to subtract 2 so that we get a 0. We have to have a 0 over here. So the only way to get a 0 is to move the 2. Now, who remembers what we did next? This is like 2 over 1. We got a common denominator, so we had to multiply this one by x minus 1. This one didn't need anything. It's good already. So now they both have a common denominator of x minus 1. Right? What's on the top? 3x plus 1 minus 2x plus 2. Good job.
Makes x plus 3 over x minus 1.
So it's just going to be x plus 3 over x minus 1. So this one's easy. Where are the dots? Negative 3 and 1. Are they both open?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta figure out where to shade. I don't have any weird negatives floating around, so I'm probably good, but I'm gonna go ahead and check anyway. Let's check, let's try 2. 2 would give me 5 over 1.
Yeah.
Is that positive?
Yep.
Greater than 0? Yep. So x is less than negative 3 or greater than 1? No. Now, first of all, before I start talking about this problem that we just did, does anyone have a question about the process here? This is how you have to do it, okay? Somebody watching this video is going to have a little motion sickness. Okay? Does everybody understand all the steps? You're going to need to practice this a little bit on your own. And we'll practice some more, but you got the steps down? Okay. How many of you, did anybody look at this problem and say, well, Mrs. Ford, it would be a whole lot easier if we just did this? Did anybody think about doing that? Okay. Let me explain to you why that's not possible. What you want to do is multiply both sides by x minus 1. I get it completely, but I can't, because this is an inequality. And there's a special rule about multiplying in inequalities. Do you remember what that rule is? Sometimes you flip the sign, not always. When do we flip the sign? When it's negative. Now, I'm looking at the quantity x minus 1. Do I have any idea if that is positive or negative?
No.
It could be either, right? Depending on what x is. So I can't multiply by it because I don't know if I should switch the sign or not. It's not legal. You can't multiply by x in an inequality. So you have no choice. You got to do it this way. Subtract the 2, go. Okay? All right. When do I see? Oh, wait a minute. Tomorrow, didn't they switch? Tomorrow's a day 2. So I don't see you tomorrow. But then I think I see you like 8 days in a row, which will be awesome.